Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today it's episode 21 and we are basically going to sell off the players from the Crystal Palace, Watford, Everton United tournament, the FA Cup semi-final tournament, seeing as that is coming to an end and we did complete it offline. I'd rather just basically, each tournament they're releasing this week, I think I'll play them offline, purely because of the fact that way we are guaranteed to get a reward. Because if we enter the online draft, not the draft, the online tournament, basically the chances of getting to the final can be very slim. And when you get to the final, if you lose in the final, you get nothing. If you win, you get the reward. But the lead up to the final is the stressful part, because if you keep losing and losing and losing, you're not going to make any ground in the tournament and you're not actually going to get the reward unless you win the tournament final. And I kind of want to just basically spam out each single player tournament just so that we can farm up some coins. And if there are tournaments with packs like the new one that was released, I believe, yesterday of the time recording this, we can basically start getting even further and further into the Road to Glory, and it will also give us a little boost. And we do have a draft set up, as from last episode we did enter that using our draft token, so we didn't have to spend any coins on that. So we are going to make coins from that anyway. So whatever round we go out from, hopefully we win it. But if not, it does mean we are going to make coins, and we're not going to lose any because we obviously entered it technically for free, because we did use a draft token that we were given. Then we got given a draft token in the pack, which is pretty damn lucky. It's the first one I've packed this year, besides the one we were given in the pack. Now, the team we did have, I did sell the players and discard them, the ones that I had basically bought on bid for minimum, because we're losing about 50 coins on each player, and each player, if they did sell for that, we'd lose, I think, that on tax. So we were basically not losing out on any money. So I discarded them, and that's kind of the reason I picked them up, because they were worth nothing. And basically it meant our coin total stayed up. Now, the new tournament that has come out is quite interesting. You have to have a team that has 5 players from one league in both the subs and starting 11. Now, it can be below 5, but what I'm going to do is, you'll see on screen, I am trying to build a sort of hybrid team. And it took me, basically, I decided to not use the players we use on a normal basis, or try to anyway, because of the fact that obviously we don't want to have players that we use in our main teams. Now, I do end up building a concept team, but I don't actually go with it, because I'll have to buy pretty much the entire team, which you will see soon. And I didn't want to spend so many coins just to play the offline tournament. Now, if you guys do want to see me play the online tournament, do let me know, because I will. And obviously it will mean you guys will get the gameplay of the tournament, because when I'm doing it offline, there's no point in me showing you the gameplay of the games, because it's so boring to watch. And the online is the tournament that's fun to watch, because not only do you get to see the gameplay, but it's the fact that you get to see other people's teams and how they've decided to go into the tournament. Now, you will see on screen, the team I'm making does basically have 4 Premier League players. I believe it ends up having 4 French League players and 3 Serie A players. Now, when I was building it, I completely forgot the fact that I was entering offline. And when I've built the team, it was a quite decent team, but I basically got to a point and I was like, is there really any point in purchasing all these players just to play the tournament offline? So when I realised that, I decided to make a new team, and it basically cost me nothing. I bought one player in the team, and it is Jagielka, who is in this team as well. But I did buy Jagielka just to link to Tim Howard in goal, purely because of the fact that I didn't want to have to buy a new keeper, and I don't see why Tim Howard's losing fitness, but he is. And I basically have, you'll see soon, but I do have Tim Howard and Jagielka are I believe the only Premier League players in the team. And then I've basically used players I have in my club to just bulk out the team, and I try to basically use I've tried to get perfect chemistry, but obviously that's not easy when you're using a team full of like waste players. And the team basically was on the left hand side was awful, but it played well, and I did end up making a second team like for the tournament, just like I did for the other one, purely because of the fitness rotation. Now this team that I am creating in the background, which obviously I didn't stick with, does have Balotelli up front. I think Berardi I was going to put in on the right, which you do see here. Yeah, I do. I was going to put Berardi in, and I can't remember the left winger's name, but he was in the club, so I put him in. And in the midfield spot, I remembered Thiago Motta. I put him into the team because he did link to the wingers, and obviously to both the French league players on the sides of him. And I could have put in Pastore or Rabiot or Verratti, and then basically at this point I realised that I was basically screwing the team up, and purely because of the fact that it would cost me a fair amount of coins. Like, most of the players I have chosen don't go for a lot, but the fact that I've made a team fully of concept that I will have to purchase, I didn't really want to go into that. So that's kind of the reason why I didn't stick with the team, and you will see in a minute the new team that I did decide to build. But I also wanted to say how this draft that we've built, I'm not going to play it just yet. I will play it, and I am hoping to enter a draft during team of the season, or start a new series, because I have thought of a series to do very soon involving the draft. And it's not like a draft or anything. It's just it's really simple series. It's just to involve the team of the season, but that will be hopefully starting the team of the season starts on Friday, as you all know by now, and you just saw the new team that I did decide to use in this tournament. But I may start that series during team of the season. But anyway, back to the video. We have won the tournament, and the prize was a gold pack. So we did claim the gold pack, and that's the other team. I had Premier League on the left and 2 Spanish League players, and the other 3 were randomers in my club. But I think it was the 3rd round, or the first. It might have been the first. It was really annoying because I just couldn't do anything, and I eventually won the game. But it didn't take us too long. It took me, I think it was like 50 minutes or something, or an hour, just under an hour to complete the entire tournament. We do get our pack, we do open it, we do get a rare player as our player that pops up. Obviously it's untradeable. I hope you guys are enjoying the series, by the way. Thank you for all the support. But this is going to be the end of the video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Hit the like button if you have, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out G2A in the description below for cheap MSP PSN codes, getting ready for team of the season. And I will see you in the next video, guys. I hope you have a nice day, and goodbye. Fire that I won't slay. There's a fire but no fire brigade. So tonight we losing this fight. Oh help, so tonight is no one on outside who's gonna help our souls tonight.